I think it's time we discuss Enzo Maresca. There have been so much debate in the fan base surrounding Enzo Maresca's comments post-match in 1-0 win against Leicester City, and I'm here to unpack things, to understand things, to have conversation with you all. So we have a lot to discuss in today's news video. Hope you guys enjoy. Show some love, smash that like button, and if it's your first time on the channel, don't forget to subscribe. The first story we discuss an exclusive from the Sun. As they discuss, we are showing interest in Jobe Bellingham, the brother of Jobe Bellingham, who's currently playing for at Sunderland, as we are assessing a move for the midfield in summer. Now, are we looking to play 40 ditches in this move? Go and bring him, because if we have Jobe Bellingham brother in our network, could possibly open a move for Jobe Bellingham years from now to Jobe Bellingham to come to Chelsea. Possibly, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. That's the kind of thing I'm thinking right now, man. The 40-day Chelsea. If we bring him here, maybe one day we can go and bring Jobe Bellingham at Chelsea. And you know, man, the article from the Sun was pretty confident with our assessment. For some point, they say like Todd Bowley is keen behind the move. Is there something above Bowley's pay grade? Would it surprise me if our director say no? Who knows, man. And one thing I want to say, man, this kid is not a bad player, but the report does reveal that we are willing to outbid every single rival for this move. We're willing to do what is necessary to bring this player at Stamford Bridge, because like teams like Borussia Dortmund, Bayer Leverkusen, they're all monitoring this player. As last year he extended his contract at Sunderland until 2028, because he's locked in, really, because the only way is gonna stop him from leaving Sunderland if Sunderland does get promoted to the Premier League. And for me, that one is really looking unlikely for them to coming from the Championship to the Premier League. And are we willing to give him minutes? Because if you see teams like Borussia Dortmund, these other teams in Germany, they all want him. They can even give him more minutes, because if Sunderland does not secure Prem football next season, Bellingham may not remain there, because especially with the big his name, because of the big interests are surrounding him, so many clubs that want to bring him. Is it really realistic that we can bring this player and play him? Because it will be too soon for him to have impact in our football club, in our team. And for myself, due to the fact that players like Chukwuemeka, they cannot get minutes here, players like Andre Santos, for me, I know he's not even better than these players, man. And getting minutes at Chelsea, maybe if we buy him and take him to Strasbourg, that will work. If anything, for me, I think he will sign and go to Strasbourg. That's what I really think. Realistically, if there are clubs like Bayer Leverkusen who have more reason to desire and play him consistently every single week and week in and week out, I'm among their setup. But for me, even if Strasbourg right now is making more sense, players they're fighting for Europe right now. So I don't know what you guys think in the comment down below when it comes to Jobe Bellingham. He's a good player. Maybe I'm signing Senegal right now. Maybe players like him, he may be enticed to project like him by going to Strasbourg. I think for me, he'll fit in that team. He'll do well in Strasbourg, man. And until if he goes there for 2 years, like how Andre Santos has been doing at Strasbourg, playing good football, if you can see that Strasbourg team, they're so young players, man, they've been playing out of their skin, is making quite a lot of sense. I think Bellingham looks very, very talented young player. He's not really on Bellingham's level, but for a 19-year-old, he's not on his brother's level, Jobe Bellingham, but for his level at 19 years old, he's a very, very talented young player. This season, he has 4 goals and 3 assists for Sunderland. On the ball, he's very technical. He can gargly pass the man. He has some talent, he has some ability. And I think for me, to end this article, we will be saying, for myself, I don't see the point of signing this young player. I think the only way we can sign him is to send him to Strasbourg, and that's only how he can work. Any other transfer plans, Chelsea, we need to be careful the players we are buying. is he gonna bring in the impact in Chelsea's team? He's gonna bring the impact here. We have already enough young talents to work with. We have too much talent in this team. Even guys like Roberto Viega, they can't even get minutes here. 6 months after playing for us, he had to leave to get consistent minutes, and he already communicated that is not sustainable. And as Roberto Vega said, he's gonna go to Juve, but he wants to come back to Chelsea to get minutes and succeed here. And I think that would work for him. And I think we have to continue investing under these young players, especially at Strasbourg. Fingers crossed, if they can get European football this season, and then for next season, will be so good, man. Out of like a blue coat. And we got a plenty talent, man. We got a lot of players, and if we're not getting them a way to utilize them so they can get minutes and get better, you're looking like Kani, you're looking at Cassidy, you're looking at Dajiro Fafanas, Badia Shield, we got Ansu Lumino, we got Kendry Pius and Esther William coming, Mike Pendes. We have enough talent, we have enough. It's not helping them. How can we help them to go to the next level? They are my thoughts and stories on Bellingham. So guys, let me tell in the comment down below, what are your thoughts? And let's talk about now Enzo Maresca. Now, man, let's talk about Enzo Maresca. And now, get straight into things. He finally revealed why Cole Palmer stunk things up yesterday. Man, it's crazy, man. He was crazy, man. He didn't have to say this, man. I'm just going to play the clip for you guys so you can hear what Enzo had to say on Cole Palmer.
Cole yesterday didn't training. During the night didn't feel well, and the reason why he didn't train yesterday is because he didn't feel well. So this morning he woke up and he asked me, I want to be in the pitch because I want to help this team, this club to play Champions League. So in the last 2 days he was completely out. Fever, I don't know if it's something I can say in English. Diarrhea.
Yes. Oh,
yeah. Can I say that?
Yep. An Italian footballer, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So in the last 48 hours, he didn't train and he was very bad with the fever and this kind of bad feeling. But this morning he asked to play the game, and this show how this player, they want to bring this club where this club belongs to.
Is that why he went straight down the tunnel? Did he need to maybe visit?
Yeah, and then he was back. Yeah.
Enzo Maresca is something else, man. I'm just thinking myself, did he have to say this? Did he have to reveal all those details? But Cole Palmer really fight for his life. And I credit for this guy, really wants to do everything for the team, help the team, work hard for the team. And I completely understand why he was not at his best, not even his worst. Because Cole Palmer's low standards is like most players' best, man. And we all have suffered this one, man. And imagine he had to kick ball for about 40,000 in front of the fans too. On top of that, and you're sick, is understandable. I'm not gonna lie, man. Does he even count that he missed his penalty? I don't think so, man. I told you yesterday, I don't care if he missed a penalty, he's gonna miss some penalties. But Cole Palmer has done it week in and week out for the last 18 months. I'm okay with this explanation. He's a human being. He can go through things. And hopefully he's going to be ready for Copenhagen. The most important thing, if he's going to be ready for Arsenal this week. Now, Maresca called out the fans. This is what he said yesterday. He said, when we hear our fans, it's actually quite nice. The way fans are very vocal. But I expect the things are negative, but he understand. Maybe the fans, they want to sing, but how many chances does we made yesterday in the first half, but we could not take our chances. He actually said like that efforts we were making on the pitch, and I even said this in my pre-match. I said Chelsea did not play that bad. We were not that good, but we did not play that bad. This team, if you say what he said in the press conference, he said that everything they trained for the last 3 days, when they got on the pitch, Leicester was playing with a back five. They're expecting back four, but they end up playing back five. And it seems like everything they trained for the whole week was for nothing. And then they had to change the system in just an hour before the game started. And delicate, man. This was delicate conversation. And I'm saying this because it's a cop-out. But I'm not about genders, man. I'm about telling the truth here. I'm here about context driven, man. I want to tell people what you guys really think on Enzo Maresca's comments, man. But for me, I don't think it was a big deal. I don't think it was fair. I'm just like to apply myself on this context of situation. I think there's more to talk about if you have players like this, man. When it comes to Enzo Maresca, I saw some people ripping him off online, saying like Enzo Maresca is killing Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer is not being the same player, and I'm saying like young players go through things. This is why that I feel like it's delicate conversation. There, I can quietly understand from Enzo Maresca's point of view, and I can also see from the fans' view, from the fans' perspective view. If you want to feel the energy on the field, if you choose to go to the stadium, what's the point if you're not going to cheer for the team? Why are you there if you're not going to be cheering for the team, man? I never understand this. And you can say you are cynical, you're saying this because then this and this. I said this, man. There's no point to go to the stadium if you're not going to help the team, if you're not going to cheer for them. That's the whole point. Sometimes we are forced to play this way because you saw Leicester. There were 11 men behind the ball. They didn't even want to come, man. And the same as in the middle of the week, Copenhagen, how they played the same way we had trouble. But we know how to break down the low block. But the thing is, we can't take our chances. The same move of chance creation being produced the whole time, eventually no one is scoring them. That's not gonna get us or assist no one, man. And especially with the Chelsea fans are used to gang ho football, man. They like the Mauricio Pochettino football. Because I remember Mourinho calling out the fans out, and people did not like this, man. Maybe because he was Mourinho, but when Enzo Maresca, maybe they're thinking because you have not won anything for Chelsea. Maybe it's the average age of the fans at home, but we need to be able to help the team. If you coming to the stadium to watch the games, you should be able to help the teams, man. You cannot be just saying I'm here for me, for this and this. But when the cry of things go up, the expectation go higher too, man. We need to be able to help our team, man. So guys, let me know in the comment down below, what are your thoughts on Enzo Maresca, man? Because for me, I don't see problem with this, man.